Hey there guys, Portal Master 9351 here, and today I have recently gotten some more Lightseekers weapons and accessories that I'm gonna be unboxing today. So I ordered these from Toys R Us. They were having a sale recently, and I managed to get the rest of Wave 2 that I didn't already have, which includes the two-handed weapons, the C-Tech cannon, and what is this, the Tempest Rod? I can't ever remember this one's name for some reason, so super excited to finally get the two-handed weapons. And in addition, I got the other flight packs from Wave 2, which are the Crystal Core and the Grim Glider. So very, very excited to be getting these other flight packs. Super, super cool looking in my opinion. You might be wondering why I have like a different background than normal. Well, it's better to unbox these on a kitchen table where I can actually like, you know, show you the cutting of stuff. So without further ado, let me do that. All right, so the one we're gonna start with, I'm thinking C-Tech cannon. Alright, finally! The C-Tech cannon! It's out! Just compared to my hand, it's like almost as big as my hand. So it's very, very large. You can go... It's very, very well made. I really love this weapon. You can see it's going to light up there. It's also going to light up there. And I don't know if it's got other lights, but... it's at least got two lights, and I can only assume it's got a third as well. I'll show it to you, like, actually equipped later on in the video. Then we've got the C-Tech Cannon card, and let's see, what does this do? So, it's an attack ability that does 3 damage and can only be used against a hero who has already taken damage this turn. So that's interesting. Very much a damage-based card. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the Tempest Rod. Alright, the Tempest Rod. Beautiful. This one is also pretty much as big as my hand. This one is actually as big. It's bigger than the C-Tech cannon. Do a quick side-by-side comparison. They're both very, very large weapons. So let's see. This one's got some lights here, some lights there, and a single light there, so it looks pretty cool. It kind of looks really similar to the Aquadark Crab, so I'm not entirely the biggest fan of this one, but I don't know. I like the lighting. I've seen pictures of the lighting, so maybe I'll like this a little bit more when I actually get it plugged into a character. As for the card that comes with it, you get the Tempest Rod. Of course, you get the Tempest Rod. It's got an attack ability which lets you remove 1 buff from another hero, and then you have to discard 2 of your own cards. So you can do a pretty powerful effect, but you've got to get rid of your own cards. So now let's move on to the flight packs, and I guess the first one we'll do is the Crystal Core. Alright, the Crystal Core. Again, as big as my hand. I love these accessories. I love how big they are and just how cool looking these things are. You can see it's got all kinds of lighting right around here. You can see it's gonna glow. I'm super excited to plug this one in. Oh man, this looks so great. And another interesting thing about this is that these chains, this like golden stuff, is actually kind of like rubbery. So it's a rubbery plastic type material, and what is it? The Molten Blade, I think is what it's called, also has that similar effect, and I really, really like that. Now, the card for the Crystal Core is so you can ignore any damage that would defeat you, and when this happens, move this card to the back of your deck. So it's basically like a one-time shield card that you can use to keep yourself from dying. Very similar to, if any of you play Hearthstone, the card Ice Block. So very, very cool, interesting effect. Can't wait to use that in a mountain deck of my own. So I guess we'll move on to the last accessory. I can't get it, it's out of reach, but the Grim Glider. Right, and here is the Grim Glider. This is, I know I was talking about the other ones being really amazing, but this is quite possibly my favorite accessory to date. Those wings are awesome. Like, it's the size, it's not just the length of my hand, it's like the size of my hand. Like, they're, oh, and it's beautiful. Like, the shading on it, oh, I love it. And the detail on the head of the bat just looks awesome. The back, you can see it lights up right there. Oh, man, I can't wait to plug this one in. And that looks so cool. Yeah, I guess this is where the release button is, right here on the bottom, so you gotta press that to get it to release. And I didn't show that on here. That's also on the bottom. Press that to release the flight pack. For the card, the Grim Glider card deals 1 damage to the target at the start of your turn, and if you have 4 or more buffs in play. So the more buffs you have in play, the better, and that'll actually let you activate this card, which will do a constant 1 damage to your opponent. So anyways, that's it for the actual unboxing. Let me do a quick little size comparison. You can see sort of the relative size of all of them right there. You know, they're all about the size of my hand. I keep saying that every time I unbox one of them. And now we'll all get a quick look at them actually attached to the figures, lighting up and all that. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, and here he is with the C-Tech cannon equipped. This is really awesome. That weapon, you know, is absolutely massive. It juts off. You can tell he is a formidable foe while he's holding this. So I found the third light. It's right here, and those tubes also light up, giving it a really, really awesome effect, if you ask me. And you can see the lights are very, very bright, you know, in the chamber right there, and then the actual front of the thing. When we press the button, it's got the same sound effects as all the other ranged weapons, but of course the lighting effects are slightly different, you know, because it is a different weapon, so that's kind of cool. Here is the flight pack. You can't really see it with the lights on, so let me turn the light off, and maybe you'll be able to actually see it on the camera. It's not the brightest on here. It's nowhere near as bright as I would have hoped it would have been, but still, in person, it looks really awesome. I know it doesn't really show up on the camera, but it looks like a smoldering pile of ash, which just looks, oh man, it looks pretty awesome. Let me flip this light back on, and I will show you Korra with the Tempest Rod attached. I personally prefer the C-Tech cannon, I think, but you can see that the 3 lights are here, here, and here. The lights up at the top are not very bright, but the light here and here is relatively bright, so that's pretty awesome. Kind of, like I said, it looks a lot like the Aqueduct Crab. It really is themed, you know, especially for her, and looks very, like I said, very similar to the Aqueduct Crab, but still pretty awesome. I'll flip the light back off, and I'll show you the Grim Glider actually attached to her back. So it only has 1 light in the middle, and that's different from all the other flight packs, which has lights on either side. And I was wondering, like, how it worked, like if you tilted her, if that did anything, and it doesn't appear to do anything, but when you shake her around, it glows brighter, and when she's just sitting there, it's dimmer. So I've come to the conclusion that it's based on, like, movement, you know, how bright that light is, but it definitely looks really awesome, especially from the front. Let me turn the light back on, and I'll show kind of what it looks like from the front. It looks really awesome. The Skyrider, I think, was my favorite flight pack, but this has got to be my favorite flight pack now. So let me do one more quick comparison. I actually don't need to do a cut for this. I just want to compare the Grim Glider with the Leeching Scimitar. As you can kind of tell, it's a very similar color scheme. It's all themed for Dread, for Xyrus. Like I said, same color scheme, flip it on the back, same thing. Like, I mean, really, they look really like they go together, and I can't wait to get Xyrus and actually put them all together and, you know, see what that looks like. And then for the Crystal Core, let me pull that one off real quick. You can see it looks a lot like the Molten Blade, just in terms of theming. So, yeah. But that is pretty much it for my Lightseekers Wave 2 unboxing. I now have all of the Wave 2 accessories, and I'm super, super, super excited to be playing with them. I'll probably be doing another episode of my Let's Play, you know, featuring these new two-handed weapons, and I have a special video coming up that may involve a special guest to try out the new flight packs. I want to do some kind of a competition with the flight packs, so really excited for that. Got some awesome content coming up. As always, thank you so much for watching. This has been Portal Master 9351. For more Skylanders, Lightseekers, and other types of content, please be sure to subscribe down below. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today, so I'll see you guys next time.